So I wanted to show a not a too high of an investment 3-turn team on the 90 plus node of the Illya event. So this is the second hardest one. So at the beginning, you have this almost 120k assassin here to deal with, and my Nero here is NP1, level 90, no gold foes, and she can barely do it here with these buffs. So she's gonna need both Koenskaya's, her own buffs, as well as this buff here. And once you do have that, it should be just enough to either kill him or leave him with little enough HP to just finish the job on the next hits. If you have NP2 or Grailed or even just Gold Foes, it should be, pretty straightforward. No need to even use the Mystic Code buff. But in my case, I have to use it. And the second wave is fairly straightforward. Now, one thing you probably want to think about, though, is that basically Arash, unless you give him a strong CE or like a CE that has levels, will not always consistently one-shot both assassins there. He barely does around 33, 34, 35k sometimes. Or he can go up to like 38, but with CE with levels, he can do 40 as you see, and then he has no trouble. And for the final wave, I just have Hector there to provide some buffs, provide the NP damage buff, and that itself is barely enough usually to clear the wave, and sometimes it isn't, in which case the follow-up hits basically always do it. Again, if you have Caster Nero NP2 or some other extra beyond level 90 NP1, it becomes, I'm sure, pretty much trivial. And you can also use a stronger buffer than Hector. I'm using Hector because he's 3 stars, has low cost, so I can put my waifu here at the back to gain bond. But if you want to put in somebody like Oberon, obviously, that'll make it clear just every single time, no problem. And there are plenty of other really strong buffers in the game that I don't need to list them now, but obviously Merlin, Waver. I would bet even some 4-star like Helena would do it. And I'm not sure if a 2-star like, say, I guess for her, she's a Buster Servant, so that would take someone like Leonidas, maybe Shakespeare? Wait, does Shakespeare have... Yeah, he has a team-wide Buster buff, so they might do it as well. I have those servants already bond 10, so I'm not using them. But I'm sure there are some 2-star options that can do it. And even if that doesn't allow for a one-shot for the final wave, again, the enemy generally has few enough HP, small enough HP left that it becomes not a problem. Now, I've gotten into the habit of doing that where I finish off one enemy there. I really shouldn't. It just wastes time because... Well, there you can see it came pretty close. I think that's a low RNG roll. 35k, just barely. The enemies have 34 and 35, I think, or 33 and 34. That should do it. It does require an Arash, fairly high investment, 2 lures, but he is level 60, no gold foes, so not too bad. As long as you have your own Koenskaya and Caster Nero NP1, this is a fairly easy 3-turn. And with all event drop CEs, so you're getting the max, and I believe this is basically a wash between having plus 12 on this and plus 10 on the 90++ nodes. So it really, in my opinion, you should focus on which material drops you want. But yeah, that's gonna be it. can see, I am going to be farming plenty of both. I could use more of these things as well, I guess. But now's the time to spend those apples. We got bones in the lottery, and you've played the game for any amount of time, you know just how valuable those are.